He knows when there's a camera pointed at him. Good morning. I haven't showered yet. He's still covered in food. But we are going to put together a crock pot this morning, which is why I'm not dressed yet. Because you always put crock pots together before you've gotten dressed. That's just how it works. Right? He knows. He knows he gets to eat it later. Yes. Yes, you do. It's gonna be so delicious. Alright. Be just a minute while I grab this stuff and we will throw that together. So anyways, I have two recipes from the same recipe. It's mushroom soup pork chops. And you can either do it on a pan or you can do it in a crock pot, which I'm going to do crock pot because it's much more tender and delicious. Anyways, so as you can see, 1 can of mushroom soup, 2 chops. Now if you're going to do it in a pan, use thin chops, but if you do it in a crock pot, use thick ones so that they don't dry out and become really hard because it's disgusting. 1 medium yellow onion. That's kind of a big one, but I want more onions. 6 to 8 mushrooms, but I'm going to use this entire package because I'm nutty and I probably won't use them up before they go bad, so I might as well. We use mushroom soup. I tried to use a better, you know, less gross type of soup, but you know, marriage, you gotta compromise. Hey? Gotta compromise, marriage. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Okay, anyways, I mean, it's good. It's like really salty, so I put like less salt in the meat and stuff. But wow, is that ever gonna focus? Maybe one day. Yeah, I tried to avoid like cornstarch and soy and stuff because, you know, paleo. But it's only once in a while, so it's not too bad. Anyways, we got butter. And what we're gonna do before we, like, I mean, you could throw everything in the crock pot just now and it'd be just fine. It'd be delicious. But I'm gonna bump it up a little bit. I'm gonna use a non-stick frying pan. I'm going to sear the meat and then I'm going to deglaze the pan and then cook the onions and mushrooms in there and then throw it in the crock pot, and that's gonna give it like extra flavors. I'm sure there's like cooking words for it, but I have no idea what they are. I've cut myself more often with a dull knife than a sharp knife. One day I'll show you guys how to make chicken soup or chicken stock, and the best way to do that is to just, like, when you are cooking other stuff, save all your ends, like carrots and broccolis and onions and things, and just put it in your freezer, and then that way you don't have to buy anything special for when you make stock. Like, same thing with chicken bones. You save the chicken bones and you throw them into the freezer, save them up for like a month or 2, and then you can make a big batch of stock out of them. No need to buy anything, and then you got tons and tons of stock, and then you don't need to spend money on stock, and it's like free to make it because it's just stuff you wouldn't have used last time. Okay, I admit I buy celery every time because we don't really eat celery. So, but it adds something to the flavor. Like, I use celery like twice a year, I think, for an actual recipe. And then I don't even eat the celery, it's just for the flavor. Celery's disgusting. Anyways, there we go. I want these to be smaller, so I'm gonna pre-cut this gigantic half because I can never seem to cut an onion equally. Go, nice big hunk for crock pot stock, or for soup stock. I don't make my stock in a crock pot. My crock pot goes too hot. But that's a fun one. Do a 24-hour live stream. Just watch the pot go the whole time. 24-hour chicken stock. Oh my gosh, you guys, check it out in the cooking section of Twitch. Okay, so lots of onions, maybe a few too many onions. So we're just gonna get the pan started because it needs to be, I don't know, like medium. People are always like, put it on medium high, but if I did that ever, it would just scald all the food. If any of y'all know an easier way to cut mushrooms, leave a message. Ooh, that's hard. Leave a message in the
comments or whatever. And I'll see it eventually. We're just gonna leave those whole because they're gonna be amazing. No, I did not peel these. That is one way that you can clean mushrooms. What I did is gently wetted I did this like when I first bought them. Gently wetted, ouch, a paper towel. And you just like, you get the paper towel and you just like gently scrub it. And it takes all the dirt off, so that it's a bit like white now and stuff and got some specks, but like whatever. It's gonna be totally friggin' delicious, y'all know it. I really need a larger non-stick pan though. This is gonna be interesting. Maybe Alex can edit this into a time lapse for y'all. He could definitely speed up the mushrooms cutting, because holy moly. Oh, that's a lot of mushrooms, you guys. Can you see those? Oh, but they shrink. We're just gonna go for it, guys. We're gonna do all of them. There's tons of room in the crock pot. It's gonna be totally G. All right. So I should actually be already searing the meat right now, but you know, I'm not that organized. It is the morning. That's the one problem with doing a crock pot in the morning. You're just like, well, I hope I don't burn the house down doing the prep for the crock pot. I've heard some people do like pre-make the crock pots. I guess I could do a pre-made freezer crock pot with this one because, well, actually, I don't know how it would taste if you seared all of this stuff and then froze it and then put it in a crock pot. I don't know. I've never done that. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Well, he's chatting with me. I'd move the camera, but it's like a delicate balance here. Okay. So, just gonna wait for this pan to heat up and then we'll sear the meat.
Hey, what you doing? What you doing, my nerd? Hello. Hello, baby. Oh. Ah. Ooh. Oh, it's a big burp. Did you eat lots for breakfast? Was it delicious? Okay, one thing I forgot to tell you guys. Before you sear the meat, also check it out. 2 pork chops, $6.44, right? You think, oh, that's kind of expensive. It's actually not that bad because I got 2 buy one get one free. Hell yeah. Anyways, so put those chops down. And what you want to do is ideally uncap all your spices ahead of time. Just throw some salt. Throw some pepper. Not a lot's coming out. There we go. Pepper. And always, always garlic powder. Speaking of, you can actually put garlic in, you can actually syrup some garlic with your onions, but I'm just too lazy to cut some garlic right now. It's morning. Okay, salt, poivre, garlic, baby's dancing. Okay, so, and then, my pan's all heated up. You can tell when you go like that. Sometimes it's a bit too hot though. We'll find out in just a moment. Let me put this butter in. Nope, appears to be fine. Yeah, like I said, I had this up kind of high and like, I don't know how other people do it. Oh God, where are my tongs? But like, if I put it any higher than medium, whoa, camera fail. Well, I can't redo that. One sec, guys. Okay, that's as good as I can seem to get it. Okay, so what we did, when you lay them in the pan, lay them with like the edge that's closest to you first, so that you don't spray a bunch of grease at yourself.
And then basically you just let it cook. It's stuck when it's searing. You just let it cook until it starts to move, and then you flip it, and that's it. And that's all searing is you're just putting like a crust on it. I don't know, people say it's to like seal the meat. Some people say it's to enhance flavor. I don't know what it is, but I think that the flavor is better. I don't know what the science is. Move your babies away from the hot pan. It doesn't take long, it just takes like a minute. Whoop, whoop, see? And then away from you. And look at all that. All those spices I put on there. Nicely crusted in. You can take the time to do the edges, but I'm not going to do that today. We've got things to do. Okay, so as you can see, that's alright. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just going to throw them in there. That's good. Alright, so add some more butter or oil or whatever you want. It doesn't matter if there's any I forget what it's even called in the pan, because it's just going into the crock pot, so it doesn't matter. I forget what it's called. Okay, I'm out of butter today, so I'm just going to add some avocado oil. It's neutral and delicious. And you don't need to cook these right through. I just sort of brown them, because they're going to go in a crock pot for 6 to 8 hours. So I just like to get all that good brown charredness. I'm sure someone knows the actual words for this stuff. There. Oniony yumminess. Wish I could sort of show you both of these. There you go. Oh yeah, and then just pop those bad boys right over. Nom nom nom. Hope we didn't just steam up the camera with that. Oops. I didn't break expensive equipment. Okay, here we go. And again, same with these, I'm just sort of giving them a little brown. And again, normally I'd be adding salt to everything because I don't really like get a lot of salt, but this mushroom soup has tons of salt. Alright. So they are a little bit wilty, not lots. Little tiny bit browned on the edges, and I think that's done. Straight into the pot. Oh yeah. Oh no, 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 no. There we go. Sort of even it out. Ooh. The sound you just heard is an angry little child. Okay, so the last thing we have left is just to add the soup. If I can open it. There we go. Just pour it on there. Seems like a lot, but at the end you get like this, it condenses a bit and you end up with this delicious mushroomy sauce kind of thing. Which if you have the time, you can even throw into a pan and condense it a bit, and it's like, oh, so good. But for now, that's it. So we're gonna do a long crock pot, so just throw the top on, set that bad boy to high, check the time, and make sure that you come back for it, you know, in 6 to 8 hours. And that's all. We'll show you the rest when we're all done, and I'll show you what I finish it up with, like vegetables and stuff, and we'll see you later. Okay, y'all, well, it's been 6 hours, I think. Anyways, we're going to put on some rice and get some vegetables going for what smells to be absolutely incredible.
So let me get that going, and we will see you later. Boop, boop, boop. I'm just gonna do 1 cup. I only made 2 chops, so there's not a lot of need for leftover rice. This might even be too much, but that's okay. Yeah. I went out and got some butter so I could add some butter. Add a hunk of butter. Bam. Oop. There. There we go. Throw on the lid and turn it on. Mine doesn't have an off button, so I leave it unplugged till I'm ready. Turn it on, and then it was on warm. Just boop, cook. And it takes about half an hour, and it will automatically go to warm when it's done, which is awesome. Look who's finally awake. How you feeling? Are you gonna get copyright infringement for Philip DeFranco?
Okay, that's it's even worse if you base it off a relationship that may or may not have.
Want to hold the camera while I finish?
No.
Rude.
Bathroom quickly.
Wow. Okay, just tell the internet everything. Tell the internet your life story. Okay. So we're gonna make some broccoli. So this is just a pot with a steamer. I like to use those the best. They're annoying. Fill it up so it's just underneath the steamer. That looks good. That's a bit much. Okay. Alright, we're good. Turn off the water. Boop, boop, boop. Alright, now it's ready to go for broccolis. And so I cut broccolis and I throw them right in there. I washed this already. Then put it back in the bag for the fridge. Alex isn't a huge fan of stems, so I'm doing mostly crowns. Boop, boop, boop. Hopefully I'm not too mumbly for this. I do apologize. Our baby is making sounds like he's constipated, but it's like his weird crying sounds. Ah. Oh my goodness, child. You're crazy. The smaller you cut them, the faster they steam. I don't know why I'm bothering. Steam. Boop, boop, doop. Okay, that is an awful lot of broccoli, but we do sure like to make sure that Alex eats a lot of broccoli, don't we? Because broccoli's good for you. Yes, it is. Okay, I'll save this because it's quite a lot. There we go. So we're not quite ready to do this yet because it only takes 12 minutes. So I'm just gonna have that ready to go. Handles away from the bottom of the stove so little baboos cannot grab it and pull it down because they're evil. Yes, they are. Anyways, so in maybe, actually probably when the rice is done, I'm just gonna be super lazy about it. And that'll be 12 minutes in. And then nice hot broccoli, because who likes cold broccoli? Right? Nobody likes cold broccoli. Nobody. He knows where it's at. Oh yeah, when you're doing your rice, before it really gets going, give it a stir to make sure that butter is mixed in with the water, or you end up with like a weird butter crust at the bottom, which I actually think is delicious, but not everybody likes that. Anyways, a little stirly whirly. Now don't open it, because if you open it, it takes longer to cook. When the rice, if it focuses, looks like that, it's almost done. So, bam, get that going. And I took the lid off and gave it a little bit of a stir just to get everything all mixed in. And if you leave the lid off for a little bit, it will, this delicious soupy broth there, it will condense even more and it'll be like a sauce and it'll
just soak into the rice, and it's gonna be so delicious. Oh yeah, that's done. When the fork goes through smooth, it's done. If you can read it, pink salt. Alright, so rice is done. One of those pork chops. Lots of mushrooms. Yeah. And broccoli. Oh yeah. All right, so don't mind that, that's just the yogurt thing. We ate everything, it was amazing. This little nerd ate a lot of it too, and now he's just having dessert. He's pretty amazing. Can you scoop? Go scoop with your spoon. Go put your spoon in. He was doing it, you guys, I promise. Oh my god, quit being adorable. Oh! Chooses now to not focus. Yeah! Good one! Nice job, sweetheart! Oop! There you go, did you get it? You got it, nice! Well done. There you go. So anyways, yeah, it came out perfect. That's definitely, don't short on that one, and don't do a short crock pot, because it doesn't come out as tender. Like, it just fell apart. It was like tuna, how it flaked apart, and then you just mix it in with the rice and all that, and it's totally delicious. Anyways, it was amazing. But yeah, so sorry if it's kind of weird and disjointed. I've never done this by myself before. But I had fun cooking, even if it was a bit awkward to hold the camera the whole time. What a lazy, sick guy my husband is. Psh, just being sick and not helping. What a guy, I swear. Anyways, thank you very much for joining me and the little nerd here. And maybe we'll see you again some other time cooking some other stuff. Maybe chicken stock or chili. I should show you guys my chili because it is the bomb. Actually, that's even what it's called, the bomb chili. Anyways, until next time, take it easy, y'all.